Many years ago, I read a book that said that every person will experience two major calamities in his or her lifetime. I do not know about you, pero feeling ko hindi na totoo yung statement na yan. I believe most people will experience multiple major calamities in his lifetime. 'Di ba? Look around us. Sa Pilipinas na lang, ang dami-daming calamity natin na pinagdadaanan. Though the coronavirus is a major concern today in the country, hindi pa nawala ang concern about the African swine flu that is now causing a lot of havoc in the pig industry. And then recently, nabasa ko sa internet that there is now another case of bird flu sa Luzon. Imagine meron ng African swine flu, meron pang bird flu that will affect the chicken industry, and naniniwala ako this will really bankrupt a lot of businessmen. Natabunan lang sila ng coronavirus. Nagkaroon ng maraming earthquake sa Mindanao recently, and then the Taal volcano even erupted. And all of this happened in a span of a few months. Why do calamities come? I'd like to take this time to explain to you why calamities come. Hoping na pag naintindihan natin bakit sila nangyayari and paano sila nangyayari, we'll be able to respond to them better. I discovered that the first source of calamity are natural things, natural reason. Calamities will come because of nature. When a volcano erupts, a volcano will erupt because the earth is trying to relieve pressure from inside it. Pinaputok niya para hindi magkaroon ng mas malaking problema. It's the same with earthquakes. Bakit nagkaroon ng earthquake? Because there's something wrong maybe in the core of the earth na kailangan niyang i-adjust. Ina-adjust niya yon para hindi ganun kalaki ang problema. However, since most people like to live around volcanoes because maganda yung lupa doon, when the volcano erupt, it now becomes a calamity to them. Pero calamity lang yon para sa mga taong nakatira around it. Doon sa mga taga-malayo, hindi. Like for example, let me explain. When Taal volcano erupted, it was a calamity for a lot of people, and I really feel sorry for them. But I hope you will not be angry when I say it's not a calamity to me. Kasi hindi ako naapektuhan. Though we will send help to these people, hindi siya calamity sa akin. Dun lang sa mga taong nakapalibot sa Taal volcano. And bakit maraming naapektuhan? Because of Tagaytay. Because many of the development have gone to that place only because of the opportunities Tagaytay has created. 'Di ba? Pero kung wala naman doon ng Tagaytay, Taal volcano will still erupt. Kaya nga sinasabi ni Solomon sa Ecclesiastes 11:2, sabi niya give a portion to 7 or even to 8, for you do not know what disaster may happen on the earth. Whether we are here or not, calamities will come or disaster will come on the earth because it's the earth's way of balancing itself and putting things in order. You know, my good friend, si Randall Chongson, in his lessons on personal finance, will always tell people, build emergency fund. Sabi niya, baka mawalan ka ng trabaho for 6 months, baka may mangyari. You know, tama yun on a personal basis. And I do that naman on a business basis. Ako hindi emergency fund. Ang tawag ko, calamity funds. And I'm always conscious of my calamity funds because I know they will come often. They will come often. Today we're struggling with the African swine flu. It is not that na tinamaan na yung Bukidnon kasi we're all preparing for it. As we prepare, we need funds. We need to make sure meron kaming pera. So, and then ngayon corona, natamaan pa ng corona. Now ngayon naman I need to make sure I can support my people maski wala kaming negosyo. Okay? So the reason why I build the calamity fund is because God warned me. Bible says calamities will come. Every year, natural calamities come. When the hot season comes, it destroys the crops because of the hot weather. But when the rain comes, it floods the cities, causing calamities sa mga tao. Pero that calamity is a calamity to some, but not to others. Pero those calamities are only calamities to some, but not to others. Pero you know what? I am learning that calamity can only hurt you if you are not ready for them. Sa farm namin, sabi ko sa inyo, di ba, I always plan for calamity. And because I know the hot season will come and then the rainy season, do you know that we have an area where we plant when summer comes because it's near water? And then when it's rainy, I go to another place of better land. And I don't mind going there because I don't need to bring water doon eh. Okay? Because of the rain. So, maski sa farm namin, nakaprogram kami for the different seasons or calamities that come. Alam nyo, we have no excuse when natural calamities come kasi God has warned us already. Kaso lang, matigas ulo natin. Ayaw natin paniwalaan that they will come. Like for example, let me just share with you my struggle in the farming community. Every year na lang, takot na takot tayo. El Niño's coming, El Niño's coming. Natataranta tayo. Dapat hindi tayo natataranta. Alam naman natin darating siya eh. And alam natin, pag natapos ang El Niño, La Niña will come. A lot of rain will come. Kaya sabi ko sa inyo, we need to be wise and discerning. We need to accept that abundance will not last forever because calamities will come. However, the flip side is true. Famine will not last forever because abundance will eventually come. As I studied calamity, I discovered that there is a worse source of calamity. There is a worse source of calamity, and it can hurt a lot of people. And these calamities are man-made. Let me explain. When the Asian economy collapsed in 1997 and 1998, I realized it was a man-made calamity. What do I mean? I was still in HP then. And I remember every year when we would set quota, pag nag-project ka ng 20% growth the following year, pagtatawanan ka ng HP. Kasi all countries were projecting 50% growth, 80% growth. And sabi ko talaga sa sarili ko, wala bang katapusan tong growth na to? Is this really possible? But sabi nila, pwede. And I just accepted it as that until the Asian economy collapsed. What happened to the Asian economy? You know, during the time, the computer manufacturers were saying all homes will have one desktop computer in their homes. And then nung na-achieve na yan, they were projecting all homes will have 2 desktop computer plus 1 laptop. So syempre, if you're projecting that sale for this year, minanufacture mo na yan a few months ago or even last year. Tapos itatago mo siya sa bodega preparing for the sale in that year. Eh walang bumili. Eh marami umutang just to build that inventory. Nung walang bumili, nag-collapse yung Asian economy. Man-made. In what a calamity that was born out of greed. In 2008 naman, a global recession happened. Bakit siya nangyari? I learned that it was triggered in the US by what is called subprime lending. What is subprime lending? You know, pag nagpapautang ka, dapat you should choose yung papautangan mo. They are called prime clients. Yung bang siguradong may pera. Because you also want to manage your risk. However, because the financial market then wanted to prime the industry. Sabi ng housing industry, oh, umutang ka, papautangin kita maski wala kang pambayad kasi after 6 months ibibenta natin. Pag binenta natin yan, nag-appreciate na yan, kumita ka na, nabayaran mo pa ako. So, theoretically, it was a nice idea. Unfortunately, marami silang sinabihan ganon. Nagpautang sila sa maraming tao na hindi naman talaga kaya magbayad. Ang gusto nilang kita is yung kikita pag nabenta na. Pero no, it was time to sell, lahat ng tao may bahay na eh. Wala silang mabentahan. So when they were trying to recover their money, ang ginawa nung humiram, sinoli yung bahay. Yung humiram nawala ng pera, yung bangko nawala ng pera, everybody lost money. And when a friend was explaining to me paano nangyari yon, he introduced me to a concept of financial engineering. When I heard that, sabi ko, wow, pati finances ini-engineer ninyo, meaning you're manipulating it. The 2008 crisis happened because of man's greed, man-made calamity. On the other hand, itong coronavirus, the African swine flu, and the bird flu issue, para sa akin, is still man-made. It happened because of neglect. And it also happened because of greed. Let me explain. Today, ang dami-daming sakit na paikot-ikot. And I really believe it's because of how we manage farms. In most farms, naka-monocrop siya. Kung baboy ka, ilang libong baboy ang nasa isang lugar. I'm learning in farming that when you do that, you build up disease na wala kang pangnabla o pangbalanse. Naniniwala ako the African swine flu virus has been there since history for a long time. Ganon din ang bird flu. In fact, naniniwala ako the coronavirus has been there, kaso lang nasa mga hayop. But because we have been trying to farm in a very negative way, meaning monocrop, we allow this disease to build up without the opportunity to balance them. We correct them by antibiotic or by pesticides or by killing them with poison. However, alam natin na lahat ng mga microbes na ito, they mutate. They will develop, they will survive. So mamaya out of control na. Sa Moraya today, the way we farm is we have been copying the Garden of Eden. We have been creating biodiversity inside the farm. And you know what? I discovered that by restoring things to how God created them, balance will happen. What do I mean? When our trees were bigger, may dumating na insekto na kumain sa insekto na kumakain sa lettuce ko. Can you imagine? Pero ang tanong, ba't wala siya nun? Wala silang bahay wala silang puno. So we cannot do monocrop. When we monocrop, the reason why we create problem is because we do not respect how God created the earth. And we refuse to live according to His ways. Let me explain this. Let me explain this by sharing with you Genesis 1:26 to and 28. Let me read that if you don't mind. It said, "Then God said, let us make man in our image and after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the sea, the fish of the sea, over the birds of the heaven, over the livestock, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creeps on the earth." And God blessed them, and God said to them, "Be fruitful and multiply, and fill the earth and subdue it, and rule over the fish of the sea, over the birds of the sky, over every living thing that moves on the earth." When God created us, He created us to rule over. It doesn't mean to lord over. When I check the original meaning of the word rule over, it means taga-alaga. We are caretakers of the Lord for the earth He created. And the reason why He created us according to His image and likeness, kasi He wants us to take care of it according to His ways, not our ways. Tayo, we like to take control of things. We are not supposed to take control of nature. We are supposed to preserve it and take care of it so that nature can always take good care of us. Since we have not been taking good care of nature, nature has now become unbalanced and has caused all this problem. As I continue to explain this, let me explain to you the purpose of man through Psalms chapter 8 verses 4 to 6. Sabi diyan, "What is man that you are mindful of him? The son of man that you care for him? Yet you have made him a little lower than the heavenly beings and crowned him with glory and honor. You have given him dominion over the works of your hand. You have put all things under his feet." Why did God put all things under our feet? Because we're supposed to steward them for the Lord. God wants us to take care of the earth so that the earth will continue to take care of us. Because we did not live out our purpose, because we abuse the earth today, the earth is getting back at us. But we still have the ability to restore it by doing things according to the ways of the Lord. We need to change our ways and realize that we are not in control. The Lord is. He can restore all of this, but we need to take on His image and manage our business according to His likeness. In my last blog, I will explain to you what I learned from Joseph. How we can use abundance to prepare for famine, and how we can use famine to become even richer. Again, friends, if you like what you're learning, can you share this to other people para matulungan natin sila? Subscribe to this channel. I'm sharing everything. I've learned everything that God has taught me because I really believe He allowed me to experience this so that all of us can experience abundance and become fruitful. I'll see you in the next vlog.